What's going on, you guys? It's Sophia, and today I wanted to do a little upcycle with me. We have a bunch of old jeans, and I wanted to make some baggy patchwork denim pants with an elastic waistband. So I drew a little plan. So we'll see if we can get something similar to this. I want to go for a lot of patches using different shades and colors of denim to make them fun and unique. And yeah, take you guys along for the ride, show you my process. So right off the bat, I want to show you what I use for a template for my pants. This is an old pair of pants of mine. I just cut off, so I cut the inside seam of the leg and then the seam that goes around and connects the two legs. And then I cut off the waistband, and then I just got this. So that's what I'll use. And I usually just make it a little bit shorter or a little bit longer based on what size pants I want to make. So yeah, so I have this very large IKEA bag of jeans from the Goodwill bins, and I'm just gonna go through and find a good color scheme for the pants. So I looked into denim waist, and what I found is a little bit depressing, but it makes me happy that I am upcycling jeans because around 2 billion pairs are created every year. And also every year, the average American throws out 81 pounds of clothing, and a big portion of that is jeans. So I love this project because it takes 3 whole pairs of jeans that would have been thrown out or not purchased and turns them into one pair that someone wears. So it's making use of them while also reducing the amount of waste. So I'm thinking I just want to use different shades of blue jeans. So I think I'm gonna go with these 3 shades. And now to cutting them up. So just taking apart the legs of the pants and saving the tops for later while Nick moves around me like a little orangutan. Okay, I cut up the legs of 3 pairs of jeans, and I wanted to only do the legs because I have a plan for all of the pockets to use in a different project. Now it's time to assemble the pants and get the patches cut. So let's get started. So I absolutely love the look of patchwork clothing. However, the cutting aspect is not my favorite. But once I get started, I get in a rhythm and just get going. So this was the leg before serging it. And here's me surging away patch after patch. It's honestly probably the most satisfying part to get all the patches together and finally see the leg all put together. Okay, you guys, it is day 2 of this project. You know the feeling of just like you're just hot all day and like running around and yeah, just tired. But these pants aren't going to make themselves, so I need to get to work. I just wanted to show you guys though. I finished the 1 pant leg last night. I love it. I love it. But sadly, I flipped a couple pieces over the wrong way, so a couple patterns are touching, which I didn't want, but I don't think it ruins it. It just is not as perfect as I would like it to be. But there's nothing more annoying than seam ripping serger seams, so I won't be doing that. And I don't think it ruins it. So now to get onto the second pant leg, and I think I've perfectly divvied up the pants where it's like the scrap pants. I'm like using 1 leg of each for each leg. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I'm not thinking properly right now. So let me just stop talking and I'll get to cutting and serging. Gonna be honest with you, after I recorded that, I laid on the couch for like 2 hours. So naturally, I did not get a ton done that night. So most of this work was done the next day. I just finished the second leg. Oh, honestly, cutting is like my least favorite part of sewing sometimes. I wanted to ask you guys if you have any particular show or podcast or music you like to listen to while sewing, because I just keep rewatching Survivor, and like I'm gonna ask for recommendations, but also I will likely just keep rewatching Survivor. But if you're a Survivor fan, let me know. I'm rewatching season 31 right now. Just rewatched Cagayan. If you are not interested in Survivor, this means nothing to you. So I'm going to get to serging. Let's do it. All my patches are ready to go, and I'm gonna get serging. All right, just showing you where I'm at. I assembled the two legs together, and this is what it looks like front and back. They still need a waistband, obviously. So I forgot to record putting the waistband on, but that is what I did next. And then I went and fixed up the hem on the bottom to make them look more clean, ironed them up. I used this denim thread that I just got. I've never used it before. Never used denim thread on my machine or really sewn that much denim. So it was definitely a struggle trying to figure out tension and such. Okay guys, it's getting pretty late. I'm tired. I wanted to finish tonight, but something is off with these stitches. Let me see, getting in the dark. First of all, like, what the... And then even beyond that, like, the stitches ain't looking right. They're very messy. So I'm going to seam rip them, mess with the tension, perhaps change the needle, but I'm gonna try the tension first. But I'm not doing that tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Now I'm just seam ripping my life away. But after a couple tries, the hems looked much better, much cleaner. So the pants are pretty much complete. I'm just gonna add some pockets and our little tag, and I think that's it. So I actually had to cut up another pair of jeans for the pockets because I wanted it to be a cohesive vibe, but I just used this pocket template that I use for all the pockets I make, and yeah, cut the hole. I usually do about 5.5 inches for the pocket hole, and then line up the pockets next to the holes and give a little bit of seam allowance so they fit. And then I serge them on. Honestly, they're pretty tricky to serge on, but I got it. Okay guys, I have officially finished the pants, pockets and all. I will try them on for you so you can see what they look like on. They're definitely a little bit of high waters on me, but that's okay. I usually make things pretty big, or at least with longer legs, because that's my body, but I've realized with selling it's important to get different sizes and not always make things for my body. So they're definitely shorter than I meant them to be. I think I didn't use enough seam allowance with all the different seams that are on the pants. They definitely fit my fiance better, and I can put a video of that as well. So yeah, overall I really love the pants. I think they're super cute and unique. I also want to make a pair of shorts, a similar style, hopefully one baggy pair and then a shorter pair too. So if you want to stay updated and check those out when they're done, they'll be available on our Instagram, Fool's Hope Clothing. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.